Hey, it's Big Mama from Big and Fat, and today's video is going to be to tell you about myself and about some of our family dynamic and some of that. So, um, first off, I am sitting at my favorite spot at our house. It's on our front porch. If I look over, I can see the kids playing, all of that. So, and I'm a big outdoorsy, outside person, so this is my favorite spot. I am an entrepreneur. Dwaylen and I have our own small business. I homeschool all three kids. So I've homeschooled Caden since he was in the second grade, Savannah since third, Abby, we don't ever have any intention on going to public school. So if you need some homeschool help, I'm here for you. I pride myself on being an advocate and an ally to everybody. It doesn't matter what the situation may be. I got you. So I'm always here to fight in your corner. So some things that I love. I love the color teal. Although everything I wear is black, it doesn't matter what it is. I say, ooh, do they have that in black? But for real, my favorite color is teal. I love Rae Dunn, everything Rae Dunn. As y'all start seeing our house and seeing through that, you're going to see lots of Rae Dunn.
It's a problem, people.
Dwaylen says it's a problem. If you have not discovered Blowfish shoes, you should. I discovered them a few months ago, and I have lots of them now. I love them. They're my favorite. My mission in life is to make everyone obese. So I say that jokingly. I love cooking, baking, grilling. I love to feed people. That is my favorite thing to do, is to feed people. Along with that, I love organizing and planning and dragging everyone kicking and screaming with me to do so. Making lists. So actually making lists is my favorite thing. That's my very favorite thing to do, is to make a list. I have a list in front of me right now. I will probably always have a list when we're talking, because I am extremely ADD. Without a list, I cannot focus. I cannot stay concentrated. And we will be off on tangents about all the things. If you think of that teacher in school that you could just get talking about themselves or talking about their kids or sports and whatever it may be, and then your entire class has been wasted talking about that, I'm that teacher. So I have to have a list, otherwise, but none of this is scripted. I just have little bullet points to keep myself on track. My favorite kid is Molly. Although I have a saying with my kids that whenever they do something really great, or I just really like them because they tell me that I look pretty that day, whatever it is, I will say, you're my favorite, don't tell the other two. And so all of my kids, probably, like, they all know Molly's my favorite kid, but they all secretly think that they are my favorite. My favorite person on the planet is my granny. For those of you that know my granny, you know that she is just magical and wonderful and delightful. So she's definitely my favorite person on the planet. I hope that I can be half of the person that she is. So I don't know if you've seen Savannah's video. If you didn't, go check that out. But Savannah's video, she talked about her favorite thing about me was that I was bossy. I'm definitely bossy. It is probably my greatest strength and weakness, is that I'm super bossy. I will fiercely protect my kids and my family. They are absolutely everything to me, and Max and Molly are dogs. They are definitely our family as well. I am known to my kids' friends as the boot camp mom. Um, I am the mom that they mostly come to for advice, and they will just get it straight. We don't hold any punches. We just believe in telling them like it is. I believe very much in teaching before punishing. But punishment is something that occurs in this family. Discipline, I believe, is the best gift that you can give your children. And so our children receive lots of discipline, correction. I also have Dwaylen sitting over here, and we're going to talk a little bit about how our family kind of fits together. But I'll go ahead and tell you. So Dwaylen and I, when we were, trying to come up with names of what to call this, one of the things that we had thought about was Rock and a Hard Place, because that is something that our parenting has been referred to in the past. But that didn't, we decided on Big and Fat, and we love that. But we are not good cop, bad cop parents. We are Rock and a Hard Place. We do not disagree about the raising of our children in front of our children. If there's any disagreement about that, that's discussed otherwise. But for our kids, we are a united front, always.
Yep.
I feel like that's true.
That's true. It's very true.
You want to come over here? You want to get in the camera shot?
Okay. Oh, sorry. Hey.
So, okay. When people see our family, immediately the first thing that they think is that Caden and Savannah belong to me, and that Abby is our child together. That is not true. So we were going to, for those of you that don't know us or don't know us intimately, discuss how our family fits together. Not that any of it matters. They're all three of them are my children. All three of them are his children.
Yep.
They're just our kids. But just so that you know kind of how the dynamic is and how we fit together, I think it's part of our story, and it's a really cool part of us. So, I gave birth to Caden. He is my biological child.
And then I adopted Savannah. She's been with me since she was a baby.
Dwaylen and I got together when Savannah was
6. Was she 6?
5.
5. You're right. She was 5.
Yes, she was 5. I think. Yeah. And I am mom. You cannot tell her that I am not her mom.
You can't tell Caden I'm not his dad, because he will fight
you can't. That's his dad, and that's it. Caden acts just like him, thank goodness. But good, bad, and ugly. Savannah is my whole twin and mini me.
Oh, Lord.
Good, bad, and ugly. And she will cling to the bad and ugly for all that it is worth. Y'all will see her bossy self. But she is I could not imagine one day in my life without her. Like, she is the most, she is absolutely crucial to my life.
She is
she's the
glue that holds our family together.
We're supposed to be like the glue or the rock or it is Savannah wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Like, she is everything to us. And I just cannot, words could not describe how much that we love and appreciate Savannah. With that being said, we love all of our kids, but Savannah, she's special. She's really, really special. And then we adopted Abby from birth.
Yep.
That is a really, really cool story that we will probably go into later on. But we got to be there every step of the way. I went to every appointment, even cut her umbilical cord. And so we had her from the second that she took her first breath. I was right there for her to see. And she is, I don't know. Who do you think she's more like?
You.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, she's bad. She's like me.
It's you.
She's really not bad. She's very smart. She gets that from Dwaylen. She is very sassy. She gets that from me.
She's bossy.
And she is bossy. But she is wonderful. Could you hush, please? My favorite child
Molly.
is growling at air. She's so old, I don't think she sees well.
Where'd Max go?
He went over there. So one of the other things that Dwaylen and I wanted to discuss is, I'm sure you've seen at the end of our videos, we always say, when you know better, do better. Or know better, do better, something to that effect. And so that is kind of something that we adopted about a year ago, you think? Yeah. And when we were going through a lot of protesting stuff and a lot of like educating and talking to people about, race issues or whatever. And it's just something that we just really stuck with us. And it is something that we say all the time in our everyday life, even to our children and people that we know and everything. And it just is simply what it is. When we know better, when we know something better than what we're doing, then we just have to do better. And so if there are things, that you don't know, I can tell you, there are lots of things that I've learned, in the last month or the last year that I thought that I didn't realize that there was harm to until I learned better. And then once I did, now I have to do better. Now the burden is on me to do better. So, if you hear or have ever used excuses like, that's just how I was raised. Well, that may have been as good as our parents knew, but now that we know better, we have to do better.
That way we can teach our children better and they can teach their children better.
Right. We have a train near us. Sorry. And so I think that's all that I have for today. Can you think of anything else?
No, nothing I can think of.
Okay. So, when you know better, do better. Bye.